What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the AI Crypto Combine. Here today, we are going to be looking at and evaluating Helium. Now, if you're new to this series and this is your first time checking this out, essentially what this series is we're going through the top 200 crypto projects and we're evaluating each of these projects like it's an athlete at the NFL or the NBA Combine. And so for anyone who's not aware exactly what the Combine is, essentially the Combine is where like all of the best athletes will go to compete with each other in a series of different tests, a series of different evaluations to basically prove like how fast they can run, how high they can jump, how strong they are. And all of these things are what the teams look at before they decide whether they're going to like sign them or draft them. And so we're going to be using the same exact process, except we're going to be looking at the four key metrics that basically are going to determine a good crypto project. And so the way that we're doing it is very, very scientific. It took a long time to come up with like this prompting, and it's basically kind of like a scoring system at school. You know, it's being evaluated by an expert AI analyst. And yeah, the reason that we're putting this series together is because when I first started, this is what I wish I had when I got into crypto. Because as you can see here, I basically sold my company in 2017, June 2017, right before like this absolute crazy bull run, and it peaked at 630 grand, and I didn't sell anything, zero, nothing. Like I thought I was an absolute like genius, and the truth couldn't be further from the reality, right? And so the reason that I was such a degen was because I was looking at all of the videos like this. Like this is who I had to look up to. This is who I thought was an expert, and it's really the opposite. Again, these people will teach you how to lose money, bro. If you're watching this and like you're like trying not to miss out on Bitcoin, bro, like you will screw yourself. And so we want to take like a very unbiased look. We want to evaluate more different aspects from the projects that we really could comprehend in our own brain as just a human. Like we're using AI to basically find alpha in the market. And so the framework that we're going to be using to evaluate each crypto project is basically what Sam Altman puts forth here in this talk at Y Combinator. I don't think there's anyone more qualified than him to talk about how to make a good business and startup. And so yeah, let's jump into the video. And without further ado, we have here Helium. All right, back in the saddle here with Helium, HNT, people-powered networks. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Again, we're going to be analyzing the four key aspects of the project. We're going to be looking at use case. We're going to be looking at adoption. We're going to be looking, well, here, let's go through, have a look here. So we have use case, number one. Basically, does this crypto project address a significant underexplored problem? After we learn that, we want to see, does it tackle it in a unique way versus its competition and various other projects? Does it have a great product? Is it user-friendly? Does it meet market demands? Number four, how well defined is their target market? All of this will constitute the use case grade. Beyond that, we're looking at execution and adoption. So after they, have hopefully a good idea and a good product, are they executing on it? Are they actually doing the work? Are they, coming with consistent updates and so on and so forth? Most importantly, probably, is the adoption. Is it actually getting users? And you can see we look at plethora of different metrics here to determine this. And then third and fourth, we look at the community and the team. First off, though, we want to know in layman's terms, what does this actually do, right? What is Helium? So Helium aims to revolutionize IoT, which is Internet of Things, connectivity by creating a decentralized community-driven wireless network. By incentivizing individuals to deploy hotspots, Helium ensures widespread reliable coverage for IoT devices while rewarding participants with HNT tokens. This innovative approach reduces dependencies on traditional telecommunications infrastructure, making IoT connectivity more accessible and efficient. So it's going after the IoT, IoT sub-market, if you want to call it that. Let's go ahead and we'll just actually paste in the whole thing. So you can come in, the link will be in the description. You can come in and you can check out all of this in depth. I'm not going to read like everything because we obviously time is of the essence here a little bit. So the second thing is we want to categorize it in its sub-ecosystem of the blockchain, if you like. Got a couple of answers coming in here. But basically, obviously it's IoT, but what subcategories does it fit in and compete with? So let's just go with this. So we got IoT, so infrastructure, IoT, and community and governance. It's going to detail its rationale here, but for now, that's good enough to know. It provides foundational technology for decentralized wireless networks specifically designed for IoT devices. Okay, explicitly focused on integrating. Okay, cool. So it's IoT. All right, so do they have a great idea that addresses a significant underexplored problem? So what does it do that your standard IoT network solution doesn't? Let's see and distill that answer and grade it. So, all right, overall it gets an A. So, Helium summary. Helium addresses a significant, sorry, bugging out here a little bit, a significant underexplored problem. Are we done? Significant underexplored problem in IoT connectivity by offering a decentralized, low-power, long-range wireless network. The solution is innovative and provides substantial improvements over existing centralized IoT networks. Helium's approach demonstrates strong potential for real-world applicability and widespread adoption, although there are challenges related to network expansion and competition. All right, okay. So A out of a potential A plus, obviously being the highest network, we could come in and learn a little bit about what that competition might look like. But so far, off to a good start. USP. Let's jump in and see and really define what makes it unique. So I do remember, like, obviously they were shipping out the hotspots to people, and you were kind of like, it was like the equivalent of sort of like mining. I saw a lot of like passive income videos on YouTube and whatnot shilling this. It's clearly defined and effectively communicated, emphasizing its decentralized, low-cost, long-range wireless network for IoT. So, yeah, I don't really have IoT personally. Like, I don't like see the need for my fridge to like be smart. Just keep my food cold. I'm quite happy with that. However, doesn't really matter what I think. Matters what the market wants, and if they want IoT, they're going to need this shit. So, well articulated. All right, let's moving forward here. We're going to be looking at do they have a functional and user-friendly product that meets market demand? So, I do remember they were shipping out hotspots. So looks, I would guess they have something. Has developed a functional and user-friendly product that meets significant market demands for IoT connectivity. The technical feasibility and scalability of their decentralized network are well supported, with evidence of strong performance and user adoption. User feedback is generally positive, indicating high usability and reliability. The product offers clear advantages over competitors, particularly in cost effectiveness and coverage. However, continued expansion and competition remain challenges. Got an A though. Got an A, so we'll take that. We'll grab the total full answer there if you want to come check it out, or come and apply this to your own projects that you're interested in. Come in and grab all of the prompts. It'll be in the description. Moving forward, let's see if it's actually getting adopted. Actually, no, sorry, that's the next part. Who are the primary users of this? So obviously not me. IoT kind of freaks me out, honestly. Like 15-minute cities and all of that. It's like your little ankle bracelet. You've gone too far and it's going to start beeping. Your vacuum cleaner's getting hacked. I don't know, but. Okay, including detailed user persona specific use cases. Who are these people? Tech enthusiasts and early adopters. Business and enterprise. Yeah, I could see businesses like using IoT stuff for all kinds of stuff to be more efficient and whatnot. That makes sense. Understanding of its target market, its features, it needs effectively. User-centric design, economic incentives. I mean, it's an A. It's a pretty comprehensive answer. So what do we got here? We got A's pretty much across the board here. So overall, that's an A, but it needs to be green. Can't be having no orange A's. That makes no sense. Execution. How effectively? So they have a good idea, but are they executing on it? Let's have a look here. So for this, essentially what we're looking at is how effectively, so it's looking at the initial white paper, and then it's looking at the roadmap, and then it's looking at are they shipping stuff on time? Appears they are. That's good. Valuation is A. They are meeting most milestones. So can't complain with that. They're getting positive feedback. Community is generally positive. Economic incentives by HNT frequently discussed in the community. Okay, so appreciate the transparency that economic. Yeah, all right. Development progress. The GitHub shows consistent development. I mean, okay, it's an A. Let's go. Chuck that in there. And now adoption. So this is what I was interested to see is it actually getting users? So for this, just quickly, I'll show you the inputs that we're evaluating. We're looking at total holders, we're looking at token holder growth, total active users, and total transactions. Essentially, we have a scoring matrix here to stack it up against. And let's see where they come in. Another A. So demonstrates strong user market adoption, supported by high levels of engagement, consistent growth across key metrics. Let's see down where they were. Market cap. Substantial. High activity levels on the Helium network. Okay, all right. So it's already taken off, like it's here, and it is showing growth. So I mean, at this point, if you wanna get invested in the IoT space, it's looking like a reasonably interesting sort of a product, sort of a project. Now we're going to look at the community. It sounds like there's already, based on the other stuff we've seen, looks like the response is pretty positive so far. Yeah. Now I'm going to have to fix this this prompt here. I'm unsure why it is finding old products. Probably something to do with the GPT's memory. Give me 1 second. So yeah, it's a little bit buggy sometimes. It's finding old previous projects that we've looked at, but this is Helium, and we got an A for community. So you can see here the account of the Twitter 10 years old, got 210,000 followers, lots of engagement. Telegram, 22,000 users, so generally positive, actively discussing updates. So come in here, slap that. Yeah, give it the A, and then finally teams. I mean, we're A's across the board. Let's see if we can just stays consistent. Seems like it would. I mean, we know that they deliver. Searching sites, finding the team. A's all around. So that is promising. Grab that. So we obviously know the total. Oh. So you know the total score is going to be an A because we literally got A on everything. Didn't get any A pluses, but A's across the board. Can't be mad at that. And there you have it. That's an A. So let's just take a little peek here at price action. Looks like a very. I mean, this is an interesting chart to me. You know, I like what did this thing do? $1.15 to 52, so you know, like 40x, almost, maybe more. 40x, right? It went 40x and it came all the way back down to $1. Like obviously that level right there, that's where you're risking to. You got to remember this, right? Like it hit it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's been there 5 times, so I would have a hard time believing that it's never going to come back and touch it again. So your risk is down to here, ladies and gentlemen. And like that, you know, that's just the reality of it. If you wanted to get interested on the buy side, I would personally be looking. This is definitely a DCA type name. You want to dollar cost average your way in because again, you are risking potentially down to there. I mean, maybe it'll never hit there again. But for me, I'd be looking at probably around 88.6 here. You could be looking to be a buyer at 78.6. You would have almost got filled there. For me, I mean, this is how I'd play it. I'd probably have 3 bids. You know, you're looking at 78.6, 88.6. And then, you know, if you can get filled down there, like that's, yeah, like that's good buying, right? It's only ever dropped below $1 once, which is all the way back here. So if you can get it anywhere close to $1, that's good buying, very good buying. Yeah, or even $1.30. So this is where I'd be personally looking to get interested. It looks like there's probably still some room to the downside. I definitely wouldn't be buying up here. That's asking for trouble in my book. But yeah, have put some bids on, maybe you get filled, and HNT is a pretty solid name. So it's a review.